Hey everybody, in transit today, but really had an important topic that I needed to talk about, and that's the Capitol Police, because so much is going on right now, especially with the Capitol Police, that we really had to talk about it. We had to address it. So I'm coming to you here from not my normal studio, actually, it's a couch, but it's really important that we talk about the Capitol Police because there's potential with the overreach here for the Capitol Police to become the new American KGB. Yes, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I absolutely mean that. Now, what are the Capitol Police? Let's start there, right? So the Capitol Police are just a police body, right? They are tasked with protecting the Capitol. They were set up by John Quincy Adams after he was attacked in the Capitol Rotunda, and said, hey, maybe we should have some cops here. The city of Philadelphia, when the Capitol had been in Philadelphia, had assigned a single police officer to guard the Capitol. But, they were saying, look, we're in D.C. now. It's a different area. And, one guy guarding this is not enough. We got to have a police force. So since then, it has bulked up. The Library of Congress used to have their own cops. Those were absorbed into the Capitol Police, right? And it's its own police force. Now, what is it charged with? This is charged with protecting the Capitol and the members of Congress. And here's the point, typically when they're in the Capitol, but what they're trying to do, and the danger here, the real danger is they're trying to read that duty to protect members of Congress to protect them everywhere and anywhere. And frankly, that's not their constitutional duty. And that's the type of mission creep that creates enormous separate departments. And we do not want a third body here. We already have the FBI. We also have local, state and city, county law enforcement, right? We've got so much law enforcement in this country. And, for people that, and I say people because the party that is in power was, last time I checked, in support of defunding the police. But clearly that does not apply to the Capitol Police because it's when police they control, right? Police that they nominate, right? They're happy funding those police. But if it's police that are funded by those dirty, dirty state and local people, those people that they don't have influence over, those people that aren't their paid shills, those people that, hey, maybe have cops that care about people, that aren't on board with the woke agenda. No, we can't have that. So what's happening with the Capitol Police? Well, first of all, and I'm just going to say the tragic part up front, the Capitol Police are having a crazy suicide rate. At this point, their suicide rate is, I believe, 4 times higher than the normal rate of suicide. So look, I don't know why there hasn't been much explanation. I tried to look into why people are committing suicide at such a high rate, but it's troubling, right? It's definitely troubling that they're committing suicide. Now, I'm not going to state a pattern, but all the people that committed suicide appear to have so far generally have been men, right? So, I mean, there you go. That's one thing. Men seem to be higher rate of committing suicide, but what is it about the Capitol Police that's causing them this, stress, causing them to commit suicide? Or what is it they know or don't know? Or what impacts do they have, right? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, is it, are these people related to the Ashley Babbitt situation? What's going on? We don't know. But here's the big issue that becomes to the law, right? Which is the Capitol Police are trying to establish a field office in Tampa, Florida. Now, why is this a big deal? Because they don't have any other field offices, right? The Capitol Police is not the FBI. They're not the CIA. They don't need field offices anywhere. The fact that they want to set up a field office in Tampa simply because, well, okay, there was one guy in Tampa, and maybe there's more people in Tampa related to January 6th, but that's not sufficient jurisdiction. That's not sufficient constitutional jurisdiction. What they need to do is leave those reserved powers to the states and even other branches of government. You have the FBI. What's wrong with the FBI? Do you not trust that the FBI are going to do their job, right? Do you not trust that they would come and help out and assist? Do you not trust the state and local police officers, right? Why not allow them, if you have an arrest you need to effectuate, right, and have the person shipped off to DC for your, kangaroo court, right? I mean, if you're going to do that, at least let the state and local cops do that, let them go out, get the guy, bring him in and send him back. Right now, look, not that I agree with what they're doing over January 6th, but it's even worse if they're going to say, no, we are going to come out and do do it ourselves. You're going to have literally Officer Karen. By the way, one of the sergeant at arms for the Congress right now is literally Karen, which is absolutely hilarious. But that aside, you know, the point is, you now, if the Capitol Police are allowed to set up this field office, you could literally see police that are appointed by Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats, AOC and everybody, right? Appointing these woke police to come to your doorstep and arrest you for quote unquote threatening members of Congress. And what does that mean? What, you retweeted them in a mean way and they're going to come investigate you? They're going to knock on your door. They're going to haul you off for questioning. I mean, this is going to get ridiculous. And this does have the potential to creep. Now, I know people will say, hey, it's not a big deal. Oh my God, it's just one office. What's the big deal? But that's how it starts. How it starts is with not challenging their jurisdiction, right? Not saying, no, you have no legal, no constitutional right to be here, and removing them right from the get-go. Once they've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 100 field offices, it's going to be impossible to stop this. They're going to be, frankly, too big to remove, right? It's going to be a much bigger fight than if DeSantis and everybody else, you know, also, you know, some of those Republicans out there, they talk a big talk, but they don't walk the walk. They step up and oppose the Capitol Police setting up in Tampa and say, no, we're not going to allow you here. If you want something from us, you know, let us know. We'll get it to you, but we're not going to allow you to assert jurisdiction here. You don't have jurisdiction. Right? It's something that needs to be challenged, that needs to be pushed. Elsewise, we are going to see literally another government branch that is entirely controlled by the legislative body. That's the thing about the Capitol Police. And the thing that's so concerning is they're reporting directly to Nancy Pelosi, directly to the Senate, the House, right? So once again, you have this huge political impetus, and we've seen that the Marxist Democrats have no problem ordering the arrest of people, fining people, saying, hey, you got to wear a mask. I mean, hell, they could even try to, you know, assert that, hey, you've got, you know, these other politicians that aren't wearing a mask, right? They're threatening members of Congress. Once again, the potential here, like in the legal world and the expansion of powers, is unlimited. And because of that, we've got to nip this in the bud. This is something that's got to go. The Capitol Police cannot be allowed to become the new American KGB. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you very, very soon.